Welcome to CloudUnity powered by Cloudivian. Your first step towards joining CloudUnity would be the user registration. And within the user registration form, you will have to predominantly fill in these four fields: tenant, username, email, and finally the password. So, for the sake of this video, let's type in the tenant name as CloudUnity Demo 1 and username as CloudUnity Demo 1 and the email as CloudUnity Demo 1 at gmail.com, and finally a password of your choice. And there we go. Our user registration is successful. Now we'll have to log into our website using the credentials you just used to register. I will be using my own credentials, so let's just type that in. There we go. Now we're logged in. And once we log in, the dashboard will load up. So let's just wait until the dashboard is loaded up. There we go. Our dashboard has been loaded up. And as you can see here, there are a lot of charts and a lot of sections, which I'll be explaining right now. So the first thing you see is a couple pie charts. And what these pie charts represent is the cost used by your resources by each category. So as you can see here, there are 22 compute resources which use 32.84% of the cost of the monthly usage, and there are databases and with the same with the storage. And hurry here, you can see your resources and the cost of resources along with their security score. So what you can also do is you can also choose your own choice of CSV. For example, in this case, let's go with AWS. And then now let's wait until it loads up. After that, you'll have to choose your tenant. In this case, it is Cloudivian. Then finally, a region of your choice. And for the sake of this video, I'll be choosing US East 2. And now again, let's wait until everything loads up. As you can see here, now we have a completely different dashboard in terms of the pie charts because these represent the total resources along with each resource category and how much each resource category spends in the total cost. And this is how you can see the difference. And then later we can also see recent activities, which describes all the activities that have been processed and that have been going on. And you can also filter them based on monthly, weekly, and today. And we have a cost overview section where we provide monthly costs. And along with the monthly cost, we also provide you by how much the cost has increased or decreased compared to the previous months, which will give you a pretty good insight on if you're going on the right track or is there something you have to optimize and what to change and what not. And again, if there's something to change, we're here to help you out with that. And after that, you have a quick action section where you can easily navigate through each of our services. So as you can see here, there's infra assessment, performance check, resource management, and everything else. So now let's move on to the next section, which would be the resource management. As you can see here, we're at the resource management dashboard, and you can see a whole lot of resources along with their tag names, their state, if they're running or not, if do they have a public IP, the service type, and actions where you can delete, edit, and whatnot. So at resource management, it is self-explanatory. As the name suggests, this is where you manage your resources. This is where all the resources of all your cloud service providers coexist. And traditionally, compared to how you would do that with a cloud service provider, is that you would have to go to each of their dashboards. For example, EC2 has its own dashboard. ECS has its own dashboard, and then you have to provision your resources. But instead of going to each dashboard, which could get very complicated and time consuming, we do it all here in just one dashboard. And if you wish, you can also filter them by CSPs as you wish, and that could also help you out. Now let's go to the next dashboard, which is the cost management dashboard. And over here, let's just wait for the screen to load up. Okay, so what we do with the cost management dashboard is we provide you a cost trend for each of your CSP, whichever is configured. As of now, it's AWS and Azure. And if you have other CSP configured, you will see a bar chart of those two, and it gives you a comparison between how how much each CSP is using, and could give you insights as well, which is done in our cost. As you can see here at the cost optimization recommendations, we provide you a lot of recommendations. So here there's easy to cost savings. And then if you keep going down, you find so many other cost saving options. We do that for all these CSPs. And now let's move on to the next dashboard, which is security and compliance. And over here, what we try to do is we help you manage well, this is a work in progress right now, but what we are planning to do, and we're almost done with this feature, what we're trying to do is let you use compliance frameworks, and we automate that for you. Instead of you having to go manually do all of the controls. For example, ISO 27001 has 114 controls. Instead of you doing each one of them manually, we just automate it for you. And next is our CSP configuration, which I've already explained. And cost estimator, you can go select a CSP of your choice and then go to the AWS pricing calculator and type out your infrastructure and your needs, and it'll give you a cost, and you can just type out that cost here, and let's say it's 2334, and add an estimate, and similarly do that for Azure, and let's say it says 1000, and you can see a comparison between each of your CSP costs, which will help you deduce which CSP is better for you. And next, moving on to the infra provisioning. Over here, you can choose between AWS, Azure, and there are more CSPs coming soon. And then choose which infrastructure resources you want to provision. For example, VPC, EC2, S3, RDS, etc., etc. And next, moving to the DevOps pipeline. Over here, well, the current world is moving towards CI/CD, and that is exactly what you can do here. You can click on Add Pipeline, and then add a DevOps pipeline and work with that. And next, moving on to the anomaly detector. Let's just wait until all the anomalies are loaded up. Okay, there we go. So now that it's loaded up, you can see the number of anomalies, and they're differentiated based on their severity, and then there are anomaly trends which show when these anomalies occurred. And then finally, recent anomalies are also shown, but since the refresh rate is every 30 seconds, it's refreshing right now. So let's just wait until it's refreshed. As you can see here, there are the recent anomalies that have occurred. There's CPU pattern detected. So you can see all such anomalies in the anomaly detector dashboard, and you can also change the refresh rate, add notifications. And next, moving on to the AI solutions architect, we go here and then we can upload your design document. And once you upload your design document, you get a lot of analysis information such as migration analysis and the architecture mapping, for which again you have to upload an architecture file of yours, and it would show you what your current architecture looks like and what it would look like in a cloud service provider as your choice. And then we also provide you best practices based on your current um, design document, what you should do and what you should add. And finally, at the assessment reports, you get a consolidated report of all of the above. And then you have the license management, where you can choose a CSP of your choice, let's say AWS, and then a tenant of your choice. and you could add licenses to manage all your licenses. Very informative way and a very descriptive way to do that. And finally, we can go to billings and subscriptions. Over here, you can see our various types of billings and what comes with each type of billing. So it's professional and there's enterprise, and usually the enterprise feature billing has a bit more features than the professional enterprise itself. So this is it for the introduction of CloudUnity. I hope you guys loved it. It's an amazing product. Just go through it, and there are several other features explaining each feature, which I went through on a high level here in depth so that you can see how it works and gain a bit more idea about how Cloud Unity works and how it empowers cloud management along with easing business cloud management. So please go check Cloud Unity out. Thank you for watching.